Hey, I'm Desiree.
And I'm Taylor.
And this is your PATS TV.
They played the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. Happy Halloween!
November 3rd, there will be a Beta Club meeting in the library at 3:15.
Also, November 3rd, there's a parent soccer meeting in the library from 6 to 8.
November 5th, cross country will hold 6A sectionals at 3 p.m.
Also, November 5th, there's an SGA meeting in the library from 6 to 7.
Monday, we have an opportunity to meet James Spann. Here's Jamelia with an interview.
Good morning. I'm Jamelia Horn, and I'm here with James Spann. So, Mr. Spann, what made you first notice that this was the job for you?
I loved weather when I was really little. I mean, most kids are afraid of storms. I think they were awesome. So when I was like in kindergarten, in first grade, and second grade, and my first grade teacher gave me a little book. I'd always get in trouble because I stared out the window all the time. And by the way, don't do that. That's not being courteous or polite or respectful. But, and my teacher finally got very frustrated. And instead of getting in trouble, she gave me a book from the library about weather. So a little book I read in first grade really and truly started me on the journey I'm on today.
Hey, my name is James Spann. I have been doing weather on television for a long time. The science we're talking about today is the science of weather. This is meteorology. When air sinks, when air subsides, when there is subsidence, it basically crushes the clouds away. Downward air motion represents a really nice day. It's sunny because the air is sinking.
So what is the hardest part about your job?
In Alabama, we deal with all kinds of weather. There's no doubt the hardest part, it's snow and ice. Anytime we have a winter storm, for some people we're going to be right, for some people we're going to be wrong. It's a very hard thing to do, and we're not that good at it. The other problem we have, the other hard part's every day in the summer it's going to rain. Every day in June, July, August, it's going to rain. The problem is, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know when and I don't know where, and that doesn't help people. So for the next generation of meteorologists, they need to be better with snow and ice, and they need to figure out how to forecast summer storms better.
It affects our weather. We watch globally, especially the northern hemisphere. But a lot of times you'll see features out here that ultimately make it rain or make it turn hot or cold here. So we keep an eye on weather globally.
How was your first time when you first did your first time in front of a camera?
Oh, I was horrible. I've had no, see, you're good. I mean, I'm not good. My background is engineering and science. I've never taken any classes in being some TV guy. I had to learn it. My first major was electrical engineering, and I finished in meteorology, so I was horrible. I mean, I had no skill. I was not a good communicator, but I did work growing up here at a radio station, which helped, but that didn't help me with television, so I had to learn it, and it's something I still learn every day.
Okay. Well, there you go, Hillcrest. You heard it here first with James Spann.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons.
Halloween to me is about dressing up and expressing yourself and going to have fun with your friends.
Halloween to me is going around getting candy, dressing up in your costume, and maybe going to your church for the fall festival.
Halloween to me is a chance to get extra credit in Mr. Mack's class.
For me, Halloween is just an excuse to go back to your childish days and just dress up, go get candy, hang out with your younger family, and, just bond.
Anthony interviewed Sumi, one of our senior players, about the upcoming playoffs.
Along with Sumi, Jesus interviewed Coach Adams about the upcoming playoffs.
Something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call?
One. What do you think the team has to do to win the first round of the playoffs?
Well, I feel like everybody should practice hard, be physical, know their assignments, and don't miss an assignment. And as soon as Friday get here, be focused on Friday and be physical and, get everything done.
If this was to be your last game, what would you want the football team to remember you as?
I want my team to remember me as a player who left everything on the field every Friday night and played hard without no doubt.
What would be a perfect way to finish your last game?
A perfect way to finish my last game is that my team leaving everything on the field, me leaving everything on the field, and leaving the field confident that we left everything on the field.
What do you think the team has to do to win the first round of the playoffs?
We got to have 100% focused practices. We got to make sure we know what we're doing, and we got to make sure we're doing what we coached to do 100%, and just make sure we focus.
If this was to be your last game, what would you want the team to remember you as?
A person who stepped on the field and gave everything he had, every single play, and laid everything on the line for his brothers, and just played hard and physical so we can get to where we wanted to be.
What would be a perfect way to finish your last game?
Stepping out the field, knowing that I gave 110% and leaving no doubt that I did everything I could to get us a win.
Hey guys, we're here with Coach Adams. So Coach Adams, we know we have a big game next week. So how big is this game for us?
Well, this is the part of the year that's the most fun. This is the part of the year that people remember in years down the road. It's the old saying that they remember what you do in November. And the playoff game, I know we'll have a big crowd here, and the whole community will be excited. And the team that we're playing, Northview, out of the Dothan area, they haven't been in the playoffs in a little while. So I'm sure their fan base will be kind of in the same boat and bring a lot of people here. And so it'll be a big game, and it'll be a fun one.
Yeah, hopefully we win. All right.
Absolutely.
And let's see. What does the football team need to do in order to get to the next round?
Well, I think it's really just doing the same kind of things that allowed us to be successful all throughout the year. And when you get to the playoffs, it's about taking care of the ball, reducing the amount of turnovers that we have, and then trying to make the most out of the turnovers that we get from the other team. And special teams always seem to play a big factor in winning or losing playoff games. And I think if we just do the things that we've been coached to do repeatedly throughout the year, then we'll be where we want to be at the end of the game next Friday.
And how big are the seniors in this team? Well, how big of a role do they play for this team?
They play a huge role for this team. Yeah. Every year, the senior class, the other guys on the team tend to fall in line with the standards that have been set by the senior class. As coaches, we try to preach to them over and over again, and that has a certain effect on the guys. But it's really the ownership that's taken by the senior class each year that kind of helps the younger guys fall in line. And so I think the guys that we've had this year have done a good job of upholding the standards that we've set, and they've really laid the groundwork for us to have some success going forward in the playoffs.
Okay. Well, that's all, Coach. All right. Thank you
all
so
right.
much.
Thank you.
Now, back to you guys.
Wow. What are you laughing at?
That's pretty bad, dude.
That camera's probably rolling too. That's ridiculous. What am I supposed to do? I got 504 stuff coming today. Ridiculous.
So that camera and pick you up.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, man.
That's hilarious. What you start doing is I'll take a picture of this.
I am doing nothing but turn that camera off. Dadgummit. Crap. Can't even walk in here.
Smile.
Yeah. Well, somebody put a lot of effort into this. Good for them.
Somebody got you good.
Somebody did. You little jokers. It's probably him. He probably is guilty. The man in the camera.
Who is it?
You're in the camera.
No,
That's you.
No, I'm not guilty.
Guilty. Well, look, go Big Orange anyway. Stinking bammers. I don't even have to turn this thing off. Dang. Oh, that's great. That's just classic. Jeez. So who all y'all in on this, huh? Huh? You better hope we don't win. That's all I'm saying.
How do you feel about this?
Well, I'm proud of y'all for putting a lot of effort into this. If y'all put as much effort into this as you do your math homework, then y'all be good to go. This is very typical of a bunch of bammers, I'll tell you that. Make everything look like a bunch of trash. That's just the way I feel. I'm glad y'all have enough personality to think to do some funny stuff. That's true. I'm serious. Kids ought to do this kind of good fun more.
Are you looking forward to next week's show to see this? Or this?
Yeah, yes. I think this is great.
Here's some of the PATS TV crew in some of their favorite Halloween costumes.
Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need.
I put a spell on you, and now you're gone. My planet fell on you, and it was strong. So strong. Your wretched little life have all been cursed 'cause of all the witches working, and the worst, I put a spell on you.
I'm Dr. Know-It-All.
And I'm Minnie Mouse.
And that was your PATS TV.